Hi there. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time you may be watching this video. You're probably looking at it because you're trying to understand how to transfer files from your USB drive through your Gotek into your Korg Triton. If that sounds very specific, then it's maybe not the video for you. Otherwise, some of these methods that I'm going to be showing will translate to other synths, other keyboard instruments. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show some of basically what you all need to do in order to transfer files from your computer to USB drive and therefore into the Gotek HXC. And yeah, let's get right to it. I'm going to go ahead and show my computer screen here. First thing that you'll need to do is you'll need to go to this website, HXC 2001, yada, yada, yada. I will put the link in the bio as well. So to start, let's go ahead and show what that website looks like. As you can see, let me hide myself real quick. Hello. Anyway, as you can see, hopefully my audio is working. See on this website, I have highlighted HXC DOS floppy image browser. Let me go ahead and put that banner up. This is the software that you'll want to download. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it and show the download process. It does take a minute. But basically what this software will do is allow you to see the images on the USB drive and create new images, which is kind of what we'll want to do. Once it's downloaded, I'll go ahead and show the process of putting it onto your USB, and we'll go from there. Here, honestly, I can just go ahead and show this. Well, shoot, it's already downloaded. So just to make sure that I've got the right one, I'm looking at HXC floppy emulator soft. And so I need to extract that. I'm going to extract it into my downloads folder. Okay, and there you see it. So in that folder, you have two things. I choose the DOS disk browser. And what you want to do is you want to go ahead and drag the DOS disk browser and the lib hxcfe.dll. You want to drag those two files into your USB drive. All right, so I've already done that here. And you can see that I've got a couple of HFE files, .hfe. That .hfe is a very specific file format for the Gotek HXC drive. So I can just go ahead and right inside your USB drive, double click the DOS disk browser, and it'll pop up with this. And this, boy, let me see if I can go ahead and present just that. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen here for just a moment. And I'm going to just show you that one particular window. All right. And here we go. So right now you can see in the DOS floppy disk browser that I've got a PCG file loaded in. What I'm actually looking at is one of the images I've created, right? So I'll just go ahead and show that I've got multiple HFE files in here with different PCGs. The PCG is the Korg specific format for the program sounds that you're going to be loading into your Korg. So once again, let me go ahead and share my screen again. All right. So from there, it's pretty simple. What I'm going to do next. All right, here we go. From there, it's pretty simple. So what I'm going to do next is go ahead and go to this website, and show you some of the files that are available to be downloaded. And I'll download one and we'll add that to the Korg. Just for sharing's sake, I do have some sounds loaded, and I'm going to show an example of loading that into your Korg. But here I'll just go ahead and do, let's take Eric Hailstone's Triton sound collection. I'm going to download the window file, or the file for Windows. And all you need to do is click on that. It downloads. Then you have to extract it. I just extracted it into the downloads folder. All right, and there it is. So now I'm going to go back to my DOS browser, and I'm just going to delete what's on here. Now, when I delete that, it's not deleting it from the image until I choose Save Export. So let me just go ahead and present that specific window again. All right. Okay. So what I do now is very simple. I'm just going to drag and drop that PCG file I downloaded from Korg right into there. And once that's done, I now choose Save Export, and it gives me the opportunity to name it. So I'm just going to name it exactly what Korg named it, which is EH_SNDZ. .hfe. It's very important that you keep that .hfe. And I choose Save, and boom, now it's there. All right, so I can go ahead and close this window and then eject the USB drive and put it into the Korg Triton. So I have an example video of that right now that I'm just going to show.
So I just want to demonstrate kind of what's on the USB drive here. First off, I have dksa000_image.hfe. That's a file that needs to stay on the USB drive. Basically, you need an HFE file in order to load anything into the Gotek as your floppy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly just show, using the encoder, I can just scroll through here. And then once I've decided, I found something that I want, so like I've created synth ES here. Once I've decided that I want to load something from that HFE file, I click enter, and then I go and browse onto the Triton, and I'll show that in just a moment.
All right, so each Gotek drive is going to be a little bit different, but the point of that video was just to show that I've got multiple files, multiple HFE, that's HXC file emulator, in the USB drive, and I'm choosing the file that I want to load into the Korg Triton, and then I'm pushing that encoder to hit enter and basically load it up, and then I'll show what I do on the Korg Triton itself.
All right, so now for the file browsing. Once I have chosen the file that I want to load onto the Korg Triton, I'm going to go ahead and hit disk, and that's going to enter into the disk portion. So you can see right here I've got synth.es.pcg, and I want to go ahead and load that. So first I'll just open the file, and it says programs or drum kits. I'm going to choose programs. And then it says Banky. I can either load individual sounds within Banky, which is going to take just a moment here. I can load either any one of these individual sounds if I like, or I can load the entire bank. I'm going to load the entire bank, so I press the down arrow next to load, and then I choose load selected. And it asks which bank I want to load it to. And I have an option of bank A through E. You do have banks F and G as well, but those are not available to you because you need some expansion cards. So I'm just going to load it to bank E and hit OK. And it says bank E now loading. And it'll say writing into internal memory. And once that's done, I can hit program, choose bank E. Let me show you real quick. And then Now all those new sounds are there. And that's how you do it.
Okay, so fairly simple. The point of that is just to kind of show how to load it in. If you want to save program information from your Korg, you'll save it to the USB drive just like a normal floppy disk. And then you'll be able to see it using that same MS-DOS browser that is, again, in the root file of your USB drive. You double click it and you'll be able to see it. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, you feel free to comment. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Thank you much. Have a good day.